How do you get a free Cold Steel Kobun? Stick around and I'll let you know. We're back! Okay, welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that actually prefers Aliens 2 to Aliens 1. Today, we're going to talk about a knife that most of you guys said that you would leave your wives for. And I thought that was a little harsh and mean to your wife, actually. She should probably find a better man. But this is the Cold Steel Kobun, and there she is in the OD green configuration. And you guys know I'm a Knurf dealer now, so I can go ahead and get these. Now, this Securex sheath is actually one of my favorites from Cold Steel. There is no rattle. It fits very securely on this guy, and so on. Here's the Kobun and its handle. Spindly little handle. And I have a video on this one coming out fairly soon called the Cold Steel Kobun versus the SRK Compact. There can be only one. And I make them do battle, basically, and I let you know which one I would pick. So let's go ahead and get the blade out. There she is. And this is the one that you guys are so sexually attracted to, you know? You're willing to risk it all for this. Which I'll admit, the blade's nice. Albeit a hollow grind. Albeit a super skinny handle. Albeit a guard that won't stop nothing. Slide right up this piece, you hit a bone, right? I know. This is the knife the CIA picked for their special operatives, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that means anything at all. I don't care what agency picked what for what. You know what I mean? I highly doubt any of them used it for anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you guys a CIA agent that took out a bunch of bad guys with this? Show up in the comments. Let us know what your kill count was and how it held up throughout the dozens and dozens of bad guys you took out. But my issue with this knife, I said in my initial review, and I'm going to stick to it, is the handle's too skinny for me. And one of the things that affects for me anyway is edge alignment. I find that the blade wants to do a little of this, you know, a little of this motion as I'm squeezing my grip, and it actually kind of screws up my edge alignment. And you guys know edge alignment is important starting at blades at around 5 inches, I believe. I mean, maybe even smaller than that, but on a whole, I think edge alignment's very important for your cuts. As a matter of fact, I had studied the katana for many years, and I actually had a fairly shitty katana starting out. And when I went to my first Iaijutsu school, my sensei took a look at my sword and was shocked that I hadn't broken the POS. And he attributed that to my sound edge alignment, meaning the sword didn't have to do a lot of work. Because if I ever did swing that hunk of crap without good edge alignment, it probably would have broken. Now, I believe this is AUS 8 steel, chisel type Tanto tip, which again, you guys are sexually attracted to. I know this. You've said it in the comments. You've cursed my name in the last review. And really all I said in the review was, I think this knife is cool. It's neat. I like it, but I don't know what I would use it for. That's all I said. I actually didn't even trash it that bad. I just said, you know, I don't know where in my lineup this would go and what for. And the same people that give me a hard time because my videos are now longer than 5 minutes. And by the way, that's algorithm related, just so you know. The algorithm doesn't like 5-minute videos, it likes 8 to 13-minute videos, so that's what we've pivoted to, and as you've noticed, the channel has grown. So don't hate the playa, hate the algorithm, you know? And those same people don't give Gideon's Tactical a hard time. I know you guys all watch his channel, it says so in my analytics. What's tactical about his channel? Nothing. It's all bushcrafty camping. Sometimes you name a channel something and you gotta kind of roll with the punches, right? That's what I've done here. Gideon's Tactical is done. Let's roll in a size comparison. There's the Cold Steel Kobun, and we're gonna compare this against my new favorite tater digging implement, the Dillon's Knives Eclipse. And they're actually pretty similar sized. 5-inch blades. The Eclipse feels a lot heavier, of course, and as we can see, the handle is much, much thicker on the Eclipse. It's just solid, and this gets real spindly in this part and this part. This kind of stays flat throughout, which I love the ergos on this handle, by the way. So, okay, there's your size comparison. Now, how do you get a free one? Because I love yous, even you little hater trolls, I want to give you something nice. I want to give you an excuse to leave your wife, and this knife is it, according to the comment section. So here's what you're going to do. I want you guys to, this is going to be like an engagement bomb that we're going to make. Leave me 5 dad jokes. So you leave a comment and then 4 replies to your own comment with different dad jokes, all clean, nothing too dirty. You get too dirty, you're out, because YouTube will block that. We don't want that. The idea is we want to drive engagement for this video. We're going to do it in a really fun way. I love dad jokes anyway. Most of you guys know a million of them. Look them up if you have to. And here's the deal. I'm going to go with a combination of who I think was the funniest and whoever gets the most likes. So I want you guys to go through and hit likes on the one that you enjoyed, and that'll help me pick the winner. Don't be selfish. Don't be competitive. I'll probably give one of these away all the time. They're cheap enough for me to buy and give them to you. So there you go. 5 dad jokes in the comments. Keep it clean. And for the runner-up, I'm going to give you this little turd. What is this? The Kyoto II. How's that? Here's another knife I have no idea what I would do with. But again, you guys probably love this thing. It's a little goofball knife. I think it's cute. I mean, it's for battling the tiniest samurai you've ever seen. It's cool. It's very sharp, actually. What kind of steel do we got here? 8CR13 MOV steel? Okay. They got it really sharp. Nice grind on this one. And for cold steel, these grinds are actually pretty symmetrical. Not bad. Not bad. Little lanyard hole here. And I actually think this handle might even be a little thicker than the Kobun, which means soldier, which is why soldiers like it, right? You guys that are not susceptible to marketing. I actually think this feels more substantial in the hand than this, and less edge alignment problems. You know, the problem I have with the Kobun is the same issue I had with the initial shield, which they sort of fixed in the Shield Plus, right? The initial shield to me was too skinny, and I found myself doing a bit of this, right? This shield is just fat enough, very slightly fatter, and I find myself more locked in with this one, and I can hit better with it. So I really believe that if the Kobun made just an ever so fatter handle, I'd probably be down with it. The other thing too is the guard doesn't do anything. I mean, you want to slip up this guard even right now doing that, it doesn't stop anything. So it's really just decorative. But I think it's cool. In my early review of this, I said, you know, it's a fun knife to have. You know, I think it's cool. I dig it. And honestly, what would I use it for? I think it'd make like a really badass letter opener on your desk. You know, that upset a lot of people, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I don't want to employ this as a soldier's knife. I can think of like 487,000 options that are better for scrapperoon time and your tater digging. It's cool looking, I get it. I mean, you want to believe that this thing can, you know, cut through logs and, you know, as long as the good guy has this, the bad guys all run away. But it's like, I don't think that this is the knife they're marketing as. And even Gideon's Tactical, which isn't tactical at all. Gideon's Bushcraft, as far as I'm concerned, which I love his videos, but what's tactical? Even he said if I had to start over and pick 5 knives, this would be one of them. And it's like, what? You've messed with a million knives, and this is one of them? The hollow ground, AUS 8 steel, spindly handle, guard that doesn't stop anything. Okay, sure. I mean, unless he's just going for price, because these things are cheap, which I dig. And I don't mind it, but even the sheath's a little weird. Like, you gotta wear this IWB in the boot, this clip. It's a little strange, but it's very, very secure, and it's actually got one of the best retentions. I like how minimalist it is. It's a fun kind of fidget fixie too, by the way. So I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. You know, again, I think it's cool. It doesn't mean I want it, right? And it doesn't mean I have a use for it. You know, hate me if you will. Go ahead. Show me hate in the comments, but you're not going to win a free knife with hate. You're going to win a free knife with dad jokes. And the runner-up is going to get this little Kyoto II, which actually the more I'm handling it now, the more I kind of dig it. And this little guard seems to be even more effective, and the handle's slightly wider with this kind of like wrapping pattern that they molded into it. I kind of dig this little Kyoto, maybe even more. I think this would be a badass letter opener too. I think it's neat. I think they're both neat. I just don't have an actual dedicated purpose for them. Don't hate me. Or hate me if you want. I don't care. But at least I give you guys stuff, right? I love yous. So give me 5 dad jokes. Whoever makes me laugh the hardest, you're probably going to win, but I'm also going to take into account the amount of likes on each one. So support each other. Thank you to the subscribe starians that we're rolling in now. All the subscribe star money goes to our friend Miss Mallory, who does all our shipping, which is amazing. The channel would not have gone on after I hit a hiccup a couple of years ago if it wasn't for Mallory. So if you guys sign up on Subscribe Star for as little as $1, all that money goes to her. She greatly appreciates it. And I give you 15% off all sheath orders indefinitely. So you can't really beat that. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I do appreciate you helping this business bloom. You're amazing. And that's why I give you stuff. You know, you guys like the Kobun. Okay, here it is. And I'll probably buy a few more and give them away. But I will say this. I actually like the little Kyoto II more than I thought I would. This thing's a little bad animal. And I like the guard. It's a solid guard. I like the handle. It's a little bit thicker. It kind of solves a lot of the issues I have with the Kobun. And it's funny because it's small enough where it's not like pretending to be anything. It's a novelty knife. It knows it. So it had a lot of fun with the design cues. And I think because of that, it came out a lot cooler. I think this thing's cool. It's funky. I kind of want to keep it now. Well, anyway, I'm going to give this away. This is the runner-up. You get this. So there you go, guys. Good luck to you. I appreciate yous. And we'll see you next time right here on 5 Minute Knives.